Okay, so now I want to add some cool background music to our video, make it more interesting and help keep the viewer's attention. And this video is pretty long. Well, not real. It's not really long. It's longer than the average song, which is usually around 2 to 4 minutes long, something like that. So we're gonna have to use either number one, we're gonna have to use a couple different background songs for the background music, or we're gonna have to loop the same song over and over again, which I really don't want to do because it can seem kind of repetitive and boring. So we're gonna use some different songs as background music. We're gonna start out with a file called Black Orchids, and I basically got this off a royalty-free background music site or stock music site. And if you've ever heard of the band White Stripes, this song kind of resembles a song by them called, I believe it's called White Orchids. I'm not really sure. Now that I think of it, I can't really remember the exact name, but this song right here kind of resembles that. So let's go ahead and just basically, I'm just going to start out the video with this song and basically let it play through until, probably I'll let it play till about the 2-minute mark, and then I will basically loop in another song as we start talking about something else. So let's go ahead and start. Hey, what's up? Okay, first of all, you'll notice how loud that music is compared to our voice. That's not good. We need to tone this music down quite a bit. So first of all, I'm just going to take the little volume slider here and just move it down until I get it to a point where I think that it's appropriate to be played as background music.
Peter Beatty here, and I'm here with my friend Jamie Go-Get-It Garside. And if you're a local marketer, a web designer, or if you just make money by selling websites to local businesses, we got something really cool to show you here today.
So that's pretty good right there.
Hey, what's up? It's Peter Beatty here, and I'm here with
One thing I do want to do here is I want to make the music be a little bit louder while just before I talk. So I want to go in here and I want to split this music track, okay, to the point where I start to talk. This music here is going to stay low because it's, my voice is going over it. But this right here I want to be a little bit louder. So I'm going to make a new audio track by just right-clicking and going to Insert Audio Track. And I'm just going to drag the portion down that I want to be louder. And I'm just going to make it louder with a volume slider. So let's see what this does.
Hey, what's up? It's Peter Beatty here.
Still a little bit too loud. Let's tone it down.
Hey, what's up? It's Peter Beatty.
A little bit loud.
Hey, what's up? It's Peter Beatty here, and I'm here with my friend Jamie Go-Get-It Garside.
So I think that's pretty good right there. Now, in the final video, I probably, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to bring in the audio files or the background music in the same exact place as I did in the final video, because I kind of just did that in a hurry. And but for this video, I'm just going to bring in the entire audio track and let it play until the end, and then I'm going to bring in a new audio track. I'm only going to bring in a new audio track or stop the original audio track unless I really start talking about something different. So I'm just going to let this one play.
An online business or some type of blog. And being in the local marketing scene ourselves, both Jamie and I realize this. We know you have realized this too.
And our voice seems a little bit low, so I'm going to turn that up a little bit.
Since this was kind of our only option, we all kind of bit our tongues and, just sucked it up and used what we had available to us. Until now, Jamie and I have decided to solve this problem by creating...
Okay, so here I want to have another... I do want to have another background music start playing because we're talking about our product now. So we want to have more uplifting music come in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this clip and right about there so I can leave a little bit of silence.
Decided to...
A little bit of silence until we start talking about our products. So let me just get that.
Just sucked it up and used what we had available to us.
Alright, so I'm going to end that audio clip just a little bit early, and I'm going to add a fade effect to it by just hovering over the top right-hand corner until I see that little quarter circle, and just click and drag to give it a fade out. So that background music will now fade out.
Represents a local business versus an online business or some type of blog. And being in the local marketing scene ourselves, both Jamie and I realize this. We know you have realized this.
All right, and I'm not really liking the sound of the sound effect now that I'm hearing it, so I'm just going to delete it. I don't really need it there. It kind of messes with the background music, so I'm going to get that out.
Business versus an online business or some type of blog. And being in the local marketing scene ourselves, both Jamie and I realize this. We know you have realized this too. But since this was kind of our only option, we all kind of bit our tongues and, just sucked it up and used what we had available to us.
Okay, so now I say until now in our this is where we introduce our product. So we want some uplifting music here. So let me just check into my original project and see what the audio file that we used there was, and it was called Top of the World. So let me find that audio track. It should be in my bin here. There it is, Top of the World. This is the track that we want, and this is the one I originally picked out to introduce the product on. So let's hear what that sounds like.
To us. Until now, Jamie and I have decided to solve this problem by creating the only line of premium WordPress themes exclusively designed.
Okay, so this is uplifting kind of music, and this is where we're going to let this track play through the duration of the time where we're kind of introducing the themes. And then when we start going into the features of the themes, I might let it play, or I might insert a different clip. I'm not really sure. I won't be able to tell until I get there. So let's just go ahead and listen along.
Designed for offline local businesses. Ladies and gentlemen, both Jamie and I would like to introduce to you right now PrimoPress.com. PrimoPress.com is our brand new line of premium local business WordPress themes. Each local business theme sports an attractive design created for a specific type of local business. In fact, our goal is to have a theme for every one of the common local businesses today.
But here's the thing, PrimoPress themes are not just a pretty design, far from it. In fact, they are so easy to use, as you would say in the US.
Okay, so that music's not really going with the tone right now, so I'm going to end it after, or just before Jamie starts talking.
Hey.
But here,
which is right about there. So I'm going to zoom in, and I'm going to trim that track, that audio track, and I'm going to have it fade out like we did the last time.
PrimoPress.com is our brand new line of premium local business WordPress themes. Each local business theme sports an attractive design created for a specific type of local business. In fact, our goal
so that's fading out a little bit too long, so I'm going to shorten it.
Is to have a theme for every one of the common local businesses today.
But here's the thing.
Okay, so that's more like it. I'm going to shorten the fade out on this one as well. That's probably a bit too long.
Too. But since this was kind of our only option, we all kind of bit our tongues and, just...
All right, so as you can see, just like every other step involved in this process, this is a very time-intensive process. It's a little bit of playing around. You don't really know what you're exactly, going to do or exactly what you want until you actually get in there and start, importing things and playing around, listening to the video, and basically watching it. Now we're about the 8-minute mark. What I'm going to do now is just add in a couple more tracks and call it good. I'm not going to worry too much about the placement of the audio because I'm pretty sure you get the picture. So I'm just going to add a couple more in here. Let me just check my final audio file over here just to see what I've got going on. So we're using the Blue Water song in here. This is kind of where we're just going over the features of the themes.
But here's the thing, PrimoPress themes are not just a pretty design.
Alright, so we want that to start a little bit earlier, right to where Jamie starts talking. And I want to get rid of that little silence in the beginning of the clip there. Click and drag that in the beginning.
Today.
But here's the thing, PrimoPress themes are not just a pretty design, far from it. In fact, they are so easy to use, as you would say in the US, 5th graders could build a local website with our themes with ease. We know how frustrating it can be to build a website yourself if you have no experience with editing PHP or HTML code. In fact, most people actually give up this business because they get...
Okay, so I'm just going to skip ahead here because we're basically talking about the features of the themes. And what we'll do is we'll stop, clicking buttons here. We'll stop this music to right about where I start talking about the money that the themes will help them make.
Really is that simple.
So I'm going to zoom in here. I'm going to trim this audio clip at this point here because we're starting to talk about something else, which is how they're going to make more money with the themes.
It really is that simple. Okay, so we know what you're thinking. All of this sounds cool and all, but how?
So let's go ahead and pick out another audio clip for this part of the video because we're talking about something different. It's a different tone. Let me just go ahead and find out. Check the audio clip that I actually used here.
And all, but how is this going to make me more money? Well, for starters, since our themes are so extremely easy to use, they're going to save you lots.
So the audio track that I want to use here is the Live It Up audio track, which is right here. Just going to click and drag that down. Kind of matches the tone of the video a little bit better. Let's play that and see what it sounds like.
How is this going to make me more money?
Which we can kind of put, I just want to make sure it lines up right here.
Simple. Okay, so we know what you're thinking. All of this sounds cool and all.
Okay, so that seems about right. Now we're talking about money, kind of a little happy, uplifting kind of thing, and we're going to be talking about hanging out on the beach and stuff like that. So this music kind of matches that tone a little bit better.
Oh, but how is this going to make me more money? Well, for starters, since our themes are so extremely easy to use, they're going to save you lots of time. You'll never have to touch another line of code again to make simple edits to your themes. You or your web
So you get the idea of the process. I mean, that's basically what I would do, I would probably pick one more audio track to finish out the video here, and I'm pretty sure you get the idea, but that's basically it. I kind of just like to listen to the video, and when I change tones, like if I start talking about money or if I start talking about something negative, then I will change the music to match that tone. And if I can find a sound effect to match that tone even more, like for example here I'm using a heart, I instantly think, oh, I want to add a sound effect of someone kissing. And when I start talking about money that they're going to be making, I want to add a sound effect of cha-ching, of cash. So that's basically what you do. Just listen to the video, take notes of where you want to add things. What I usually do is I open up a notepad document, and I'll actually make notes as I'm watching the video. Like, okay, at 1 minute and 23 seconds to 3 minutes and 10 seconds, I want to have an uplifting type of audio. Okay, then I might say, okay, well, at the 3 minute and 30 mark, I start talking about other products that don't really deliver on their promises. So from 3:30 to 4:23, for example, I want to start having kind of like an ominous type of music. You get what I'm saying? That's basically the process that I go to. I mean, there's really nothing else to it besides that. Just listening to the video once you've got it all edited and kind of just hand-picking the audio that you think will work best and placing it in there in the video and tweaking the sound levels and the positioning and all that stuff. That's all there is to it. If you have any questions, just let me know.